Charlie Munger, the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett's right-hand man, is a treasure trove of wisdom on self-development, decision-making, and achieving success. His advice transcends finance and applies to all areas of life. Below, I've distilled his 25 best pieces of advice into a comprehensive guide, complete with actionable tips and real-life examples to inspire and equip you for success. 1. Develop a latticework of mental models. Munger emphasizes the importance of building a latticework of mental models, a collection of concepts from multiple disciplines, e.g. psychology, economics, physics, that help you think more effectively. Actionable tip: read widely across disciplines. Study psychology, philosophy, history, and science to build a robust mental toolkit. Real-life example: Elon Musk applies principles from physics, engineering, and economics to innovate in industries like electric vehicles, Tesla, space exploration, SpaceX, and renewable energy, Solar City. 2. Invert. Always invert. Munger often quotes the mathematician Carl Jacobi. Invert, always invert. Instead of asking how to achieve success, ask how to avoid failure. Actionable tip: for any goal, list the ways you could fail and create strategies to avoid them. Real-life example: Warren Buffett uses inversion in his investment strategy by asking, what could make this company fail? This helps him avoid risky investments. 3. Be a learning machine. Munger believes that the key to success is continuous learning. He famously said, "Go to bed smarter than when you woke up." Actionable tip: dedicate at least 30 minutes daily to reading or learning something new. Real-life example: Oprah Winfrey built her media empire by constantly seeking knowledge and applying it to her work. 4. Avoid stupidity rather than seeking brilliance. Munger advises focusing on avoiding obvious mistakes rather than trying to be exceptionally clever. Actionable tip: simplify your decision-making process and avoid overcomplicating things. Real-life example: Jeff Bezos focuses on avoiding obvious mistakes at Amazon, such as poor customer service or inefficient logistics. 5. Think in terms of opportunity cost. Every decision has an opportunity cost. Munger suggests always considering what you're giving up when you choose one option over another. Actionable tip: before making a decision, ask yourself, what is the next best alternative, and am I willing to sacrifice it? Real-life example: Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard to start Microsoft, considering the opportunity cost of staying in school versus pursuing his vision for personal computing. 6. Embrace multidisciplinary thinking. Munger stresses the importance of thinking across disciplines. Problems are rarely one-dimensional. Actionable tip: when faced with a challenge, ask how experts in other fields might approach it. Real-life example: Steve Jobs combined design, technology, and the humanities to create groundbreaking products like the iPhone. 7. Focus on the big ideas. Munger advises focusing on the few big ideas that matter most. Avoid getting bogged down by trivial details. Actionable tip: identify the 20% of actions that will yield 80% of the results and prioritize them. Real-life example: Richard Branson focuses on big-picture ideas like disrupting industries, e.g. Virgin Airlines, and solving global problems, e.g. Virgin Galactic. 8. Be patient and think long-term. Munger is a strong advocate for patience and long-term thinking. Success often comes from compounding small gains over time. Actionable tip: set long-term goals and resist the temptation to chase short-term wins. Real-life example: Jack Ma built Alibaba over 2 decades by focusing on long-term growth rather than short-term profits. 9. Avoid envy and resentment. Munger warns against the destructive emotions of envy and resentment. They cloud judgment and hinder progress. Actionable tip: practice gratitude and focus on your own journey rather than comparing yourself to others. Real-life example: Nelson Mandela forgave those who imprisoned him and focused on building a better future for South Africa. 10. Know your circle of competence. Munger advises staying within your circle of competence, the areas where you have genuine expertise. Actionable tip: clearly define your strengths and focus on opportunities that align with them. Real-life example: Howard Schultz knew his strengths lay in creating a unique customer experience, which he applied to build Starbucks into a global brand. 11. Be decisive when the odds are in your favor. Munger believes in taking bold action when the odds are heavily in your favor. Actionable tip: when you're confident in a decision, act decisively and without delay. Real-life example: Reed Hastings made the bold decision to shift Netflix from DVD rentals to streaming when he saw the potential of the internet. 12. Avoid ideology. Munger warns against rigid ideologies, which can distort thinking and lead to poor decisions. Actionable tip: regularly challenge your beliefs and seek out diverse perspectives. Real-life example: Angela Merkel, as Germany's chancellor, was known for her pragmatic, evidence-based decision-making. 13. Learn from others' mistakes. Munger emphasizes the importance of learning from the mistakes of others. Actionable tip: study case studies of failures in your field and identify the lessons they offer. Real-life example: Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, studied the failures of other entrepreneurs to avoid common pitfalls. 14. Build margin of safety. Munger advocates for building a margin of safety, a buffer that protects you from unforeseen setbacks. Actionable tip: always plan for contingencies and avoid overextending yourself. Real-life example: Ray Dalio's all-weather portfolio is designed to perform well in any economic condition, protecting against unforeseen risks. 15. Be honest with yourself. Munger stresses the importance of self-awareness and honesty. Actionable tip: regularly reflect on your decisions and acknowledge your mistakes. Real-life example: Brené Brown's research on vulnerability and self-awareness has helped millions embrace their imperfections. 16. Avoid toxic people. Munger advises surrounding yourself with positive, high-integrity individuals. Actionable tip: evaluate your relationships and distance yourself from those who bring negativity. Real-life example: Tony Robbins credits much of his success to cutting toxic relationships out of his life. 17. Think in probabilities. Munger encourages thinking in terms of probabilities rather than certainties. Actionable tip: assign probabilities to potential outcomes and base your decisions on the most likely scenarios. Real-life example: Daniel Kahneman applies probabilistic thinking to behavioral economics, leading to better decision-making. 18. Be prepared for rare events. Munger often talks about the importance of preparing for black swan events. Actionable tip: build resilience by planning for worst-case scenarios. Real-life example: Nassim Taleb's investment strategies are designed to thrive during market crashes. 19. Avoid overconfidence. Munger warns against overconfidence, which can lead to reckless decisions. Actionable tip: seek feedback from others and remain open to constructive criticism. Real-life example: Satya Nadella transformed Microsoft by acknowledging past mistakes and adopting a growth mindset. 20. Focus on process over outcomes. Munger believes that success is a byproduct of good processes. Actionable tip: develop systems and routines that support your goals. Real-life example: James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, emphasizes the importance of systems over goals. 21. Be a contrarian when it makes sense. Munger advises thinking independently and being willing to go against the crowd. Actionable tip: don't blindly follow trends. Do your own research and trust your judgment. Real-life example: Howard Marks, co-founder of Oak Tree Capital, is known for his contrarian investment strategies. 22. Simplify complex problems. Munger is a master of simplifying complex problems. Actionable tip: break complex issues into smaller components and tackle them one at a time. Real-life example: Marie Kondo simplifies the complex problem of clutter by focusing on what sparks joy. 23. Be patient with compounding. Munger often speaks about the power of compounding. Actionable tip: focus on consistent, incremental progress rather than seeking quick wins. Real-life example: Warren Buffett's wealth is a result of decades of compounding returns. 24. Avoid extremes. Munger advises against extreme behavior in all areas of life. Actionable tip: strive for balance in all areas of your life. Real-life example: Tim Ferriss advocates for balance through his slow-carb diet and productivity strategies. 25. Be grateful and content. Munger believes that gratitude and contentment are essential for a fulfilling life. Actionable tip: practice gratitude daily and appreciate what you have. Real-life example: the Dalai Lama exemplifies gratitude and contentment, inspiring millions to live more fulfilling lives. Conclusion: the Munger Blueprint for Success. Charlie Munger's advice, paired with real-life examples, provides a powerful roadmap for self-development and success. By applying these principles and learning from those who have already succeeded, you can achieve your goals and create a meaningful, impactful life. As Munger says, the best thing a human being can do is to help another human being know more.